Hi guys, this is Catherine and this is my first official YouTube channel. I've been watching YouTube forever and I just love watching like reviews, vlogs, cooking content, and I thought I would start with a little top 10 perfume review. And this is not actually my top 10 because I'm actually including some of my least favorites as like a do not buy. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to kind of go through and talk about some perfumes. So let me know in the comments what sort of other perfumes you might want to see, any sort of specific content. I do a lot of baking. I spend a lot of time with my poodle Teddy. Yeah, I go on a lot of walks, things like that. And I also love like shopping and things like that. So yeah, just let me know what you're interested in. But I'll just kind of dive right in with I'm gonna go like sweetest to least sweet perfume so that if you hate sweet stuff, you can just kind of fast forward or yeah, whatever you want. So first we're gonna go Kayali. This is Eden Sparkling Lychee. This one's keynotes are black currant, sparkling lychee, rose, which I usually hate rose, candied damascena, candied violet, sugared amber, and sandalwood. So this one is definitely like candy sweet. It's no vanilla smelling, it's just fruity sweet, kind of like grape almost. No floral scents to me at all. But yeah, this one lasts okay. It's kind of more like a body spray where it'll be like 2 hours and then I'll reapply. But my boyfriend really likes this one and I just think it smells like really girly, feminine, and it's like easy to wear where it's not like overpowering. Okay, and then second, I have Good Girl Supreme. This is my second sweetest perfume, I'd say. And I actually got this because my friend Emma wore it when she stayed at our house. And when she left for like a week, it lingered in the bedroom that she stayed. And every time I walked in there, I was like, oh my gosh, it smells so good in here. So I texted her and I was like, what is that? And it was this one. So it's Good Girl Supreme because they have a couple different versions. And it's pretty cool because it looks like a high heel, but you actually push on a button up here and it comes out right there. But yeah, this one's kind of like apple, sweet, sandalwood, musky. So definitely more of like a date night smell, but you could wear it every day because it's not like you spray it and you want to choke on it because it's so like musky. But yeah, this one's definitely like apple juice. Sparkling apple juice is what I think it smells like, and it's delicious. And then third, I love this brand, Seven Virtues. This is another candied lychee one, funny enough, because this is also lychee, but these smell completely different. This is like the sweet candy version of lychee, and this one is peony lychee, so it's like floral and a little bit deeper, more complex. But I like this brand because it's actually 22% perfume oil, which is higher than like the average perfume. So I noticed that this one lasts forever. Like if I spray this on my clothes, they're gonna smell like a lychee peony bomb for like a week, which is nice. And yeah, it's like nice and sweet, but still a little bit floral. And I'm usually not really the biggest floral fan, but I do like the smell of peony. So this one is like acceptable to me. But yeah, I definitely recommend that if you're looking for something that's a little bit sweet, but not just like sickly candy sweet. Next, I have the YSL Libre Vanilla Couture, and I think this one is limited edition, just came out at Sephora, and I picked it up because I love vanilla, and you can see the color is kind of like that gold color, which is how you know it's going to be a good vanilla. But yeah, this one is like mature date night vanilla, plus a little bit of like a sweet fruitiness on top of the vanilla. So it's not just like Vanilla Bean Noel from Bath and Body Works and like makes your stomach kind of hurt. This one's like sophisticated 30-year-old baddie at the bar kind of smell, and I definitely really, really like it. And then this is like my OG. This was the first expensive perfume I ever bought back when I was probably like 15. It's Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia, and its notes are white gardenia, jasmine, and pear blossom. I definitely think it's like musky, sandalwood, and then fruity. And a little bit floral, but not like the gross grandma floral, like just a nice gardenia floral, which I feel like is not as offensive as like rose or something like that. Yeah, so if you wear this, I feel like you just smell like pretty. Like it's a pretty smell. And I feel like it would smell good on everyone in like most ages. So definitely recommend that one. And then next, this is my least favorite bottle. I hate it. It's Lush Turmeric Latte, and this is a limited edition that they sell around Christmas time, I'm pretty sure, because it's definitely like a winter or fall smell. Be warned, the bottle is just so boring and like so little. So for 60 bucks, this feels like a bad deal, but it's actually probably the best deal because one like half of a spray of this will last you all day. I don't know what is in this, but this is my longest lasting perfume, and it's also probably one of the most, or at least expensive. So yeah, I definitely recommend this. It's definitely like campfire, not campfire, maybe like not bonfire, fireplace fire. That's what it is. Like a sweet vanilla, smoky almost smell. And it just smells cozy, like it's Christmas time and you're wrapped up in a blanket and you're on the couch and you have like some hot chocolate. That is like what this smells like. Not that it smells like chocolate, but it smells cozy and warm and just like very comforting and not smoky, but just like roasted almost. And that's probably why it's called latte, where it just kind of, I don't know, it has a very nice smell. I actually blind bought that. I didn't smell it. I just like ordered it because it was limited edition. And I really highly recommend just picking up a bottle because I feel like anyone would like that in the fall and winter. Okay, next I have Versace Bright Crystal. I feel like everyone has smelled this and I feel like most people like it. It's like a very clean citrus, almost a little bit floral smell. Yeah, like when I get out of the shower and I'm just having one of those days where I'm like, oh, I just want to be like clean and in like pajamas and not move and just stay clean. I don't know, it's like a weird feeling. But this perfume like helps me feel that way. And it's very relaxing to me where I just know if I spray that, I'm not going to feel like overwhelmed by a smell. It's just going to feel clean and comfortable and it lingers for a long time. I know for some people that one like really fades quick, but I think it just depends on your skin type or something because that one really like soaks in and lasts for me. And I just really, really love the smell. I remember smelling it on someone in high school and asking, "What are you wearing?" And then I found out about it and I've always had a bottle in my collection ever since. Like anytime I finish one, I buy a new one because it's just such a reliable, good smell. And then next, I know we've been moving from super sweet to less sweet. This is probably my least sweet smell. This is Labo The Matcha 26. And I actually also bought this one online with like no sniffing beforehand, so it was a surprise, which is kind of scary for Le Labo because they're expensive. But I was interested because I love matcha. I'm a big fan of like a vanilla matcha latte with almond milk. And I thought, oh, if it's called matcha, it's probably gonna smell creamy, vanilla-y, and a little bit like earthy tea smell, which I love that smell. It's very clean. And this one definitely was like not what I was expecting. It's very much a spring smell. So like I would not wear this any other season probably. And it almost smells like fresh cut grass, but not in a bad way. It's like almost a little bit sweet, like the sweet side of like a grassy smell, which I can see how grass and matcha are kind of similar. So don't get that one thinking it's gonna be like a vanilla matcha latte because it's not. It's definitely gonna smell like herbal, outdoorsy. But I will say, of all the perfumes that I wear, that perfume has gotten the most compliments, like from random people out in public, where they'll stop me and be like, "What is that smell? I've never smelled that perfume. It smells so good." So if you're looking for something unique that will like kind of get people to be like, "Whoa, what is that smell?" That's a good one because I think not a lot of people wear anything that smells even remotely like it. I've definitely never smelled something like it before, but yeah, I recommend it if you're just looking for something kind of interesting, but that would never be like my go-to daily wearer just because I think sometimes it's a little overwhelming for me to smell like that, just as someone who likes like a fruity sweet smell. So take that with a grain of salt. Okay, so those were my top 8 like good perfumes that I recommend and I like. Now I have kind of my top 2 least favorite perfumes that I just wanted to include. I don't know, just because it's kind of interesting. But I bought J'adore from Dior because I love the bottle and I think it was described as like pear or something. There was some fruit that I was like, ooh, I like that smell. But upon receiving, Yeah, it definitely smells more mature. I'm 23, and this to me kind of smells like something maybe like in your 60s or 70s that you'd wear. And that kind of makes sense. I think it's marketed that way. It's just a lot more mature. It is fruity, but it's not sweet. So it's not like candy fruit. It's like actual pear off of the tree kind of smell with some floral mixed in. And I think the floral is what makes it feel more mature to me and makes me not really reach for it that much. But if you like floral and you also like fruit, but you don't want to smell sweet, I think this is like a really nice perfume and it smells clean and classy. So I'm sure there's people who would like that one. I'm just not one of them. And then kind of going off that, here's another one I think people would probably like, but you have to just like be in that bracket that enjoys this sort of smell. It's the Lave Luscious Fig from YSL. It's gonna be backwards, but that's how it's spelled. And I was very intrigued in this because I like fig. I like that kind of smell. I think it smells really expensive and like classy. But this to me does not smell like fig. Like, it has a really sharp smell, like very distinct and sharp. And I know perfume can have an alcohol smell, and that is kind of sharp and it dries down and goes away. This one dries down and gets stronger. It's like almost like bug spray citronella or like lemongrass, like that kind of citrus tart smell. Yeah, I just really do not enjoy this. It smells exactly like bug spray to me, and it dries down and it gets worse. I think the bottle is gorgeous, and I love the cap. Listen to this. It's like magnetic, so it's cool, and I feel like it would be nice for, it's like accessible. Like if it was hard for you to push down on a cap, it just like goes back to where it's supposed to be, and that's nice. But yeah, not my favorite smell. And I'll do my little final recap. If I had to recommend a perfume for, let's do fall first since we're in fall, I would say definitely Good Girl Supreme because it's just like apple, sparkling, sweet, but also not sicklingly sweet. I just think this feels like fall to me and it's kind of like romantic almost. And then if I had to say winter, definitely Lush Turmeric Latte because you're gonna smell like cozy, warm, and a delicious vanilla fireside. It's just wonderful. Definitely take my word on it because I know Lush, sometimes it's hard to find a store to smell them in because it's not like in Sephora, which is in most places. And then if I had to say spring, I have two options. I'd say the matcha, and if this one is like out of your budget, because this is expensive, I would say the Bright Crystal from Versace is also very like spring and clean and fresh, but it's a lot less expensive than the Labo and easier to smell in store because it's at Sephora. And then if I had to do a summer smell, I'd say probably between these two, one of the Lychees, because like fruity feels like summer to me. This if you want candy, and this if you want more mature floral. So those are kind of my thoughts on all of the perfumes. I hope that this was helpful to someone and enjoyable. I can definitely do more because I have more perfumes, but definitely leave down in the comments what perfumes you like, recommendations, because I'm always buying new ones to try, and also other content you want to see because I have a lot of different ideas and a lot of different passions, and I'm just really excited to start kind of building a community and getting to talk with some friends online. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.